In today's DIY, I'm going to show you how to install this Whirlpool water softener. Pretty simple to do, guys. It's probably going to take me about 20 minutes, as long as you have all your pipings and fittings, everything ready to go, which I have. I already went out, purchased everything. So it's going to be easy, super easy to do. So the setup I'm going to have here, guys, is you got the water softener. It's going to go after the Big Blue. The Big Blue is a sediment, a carbon black, and it's going to filter the water before it goes into the water softener, and then the water softener is gonna pump that into the water heater, so you're gonna have soft water. Okay, so pretty much this is all the item you need. I went out and bought an adapter 3/4 male by 1 male adapter here. Okay, and then I bought a reducing coupling 3/4 female by 1 inch female. Okay, and that's gonna all go here. So I'll show you later here. It all makes sense. And I bought 4 of these, actually 5 of these, just in case I need extension. So I bought an extra 1 or 2, just in case I don't have, it's not long enough to hook up to the water softener. And this came, of course, this came with it. All this stuff came with, except like the 2 items I was telling you, the coupling, reducer, adapter, and then 5 of these 1 inch. This is actually 1/8 inch, 3/4 MIP and 3/4 inch PIP. Okay, and then get yourself some Blue Monster Teflon tape. That's what I'm gonna wrap around. You can see I better start doing that. You don't want to buy cheap Teflon tape. This is actually really good tape, thick tape that you don't have to wrap coat time, and it actually does the job. Okay, so let's jump into it, guys. I'm gonna show you here. It should only take me about 20 minutes. First thing you want to do, you want to turn off the main water valve here. This is the main water valve. Okay, you want to turn that off, which I'm gonna do. Actually, got to move my scooter here, and then I'm gonna turn it off. And then you got to empty out. Make sure you turn the faucet inside, empty it out, so the water pressure and everything. Okay. So the first thing you want to do, put these on first, and again put the seal. You want to push it where you can't see the seal anymore. The seal is going to be on this side, and you just use these clips, lock in place. Okay, just like that. Pretty simple. And put the seal on, and the seal goes right here. Don't go past that line here. And let me show you right here. You see how I push the seal? And then it goes past there, you can't see no more, and then put your clip on. Okay. I'm gonna snap this just like that. Okay. Now same thing with this. Put a seal on here. Put a seal in here. Make sure your seal is clean. And you're gonna put it in here, and you want this facing on the right, okay? Because this is your bypass valve. This is your in, this is your out. Just squeeze it in, just like that. Use these, same thing here, clips, snap it on. Snap it on, just like that. Okay. Again, I'm gonna use three of these to make my extension for the end. Put your Teflon tape on, just screw it on. Didn't need something longer, so that's the reason why you're asking where to go this route. They're only like 12 bucks a piece, so. And tighten it up here, screw it up. I'm gonna hand tighten all these later. Right now, I'm hand tying them, but I'm gonna tighten them with a crescent wrench later on. So right now I'm just doing everything by hand. Okay. And then this is your adapter. It's gonna go right on top of this. And you're in, because this is gonna go on to like that. You can see. Okay. So I'm gonna hand tighten that. And this is the opposite here. Give you adapter, this is reducer adapter, right? Okay. Now I'm gonna put this over here. I should need to put some Teflon tape on that, so let me do that real quick too. Okay, this is starting to make sense to you guys. See, this goes on this end, and this is going to go over here on this out. Okay, because this is actually going to be out. It's going to go back into that. So you got to know where your water's flowing to. So make sure you know that. So I'm gonna got this here, and I'm just gonna put some Teflon tape on this. It's actually going to go in here, and that's going to connect to that one. Okay. So it goes like that and connects. So right now I'm going to go ahead and turn the water off, which I already did. I'm going to empty. I'm going to loosen that one. So let me move this back here, guys, so I can get in there. Okay, so I'm going to loosen this up here. Take this off. Loosen this. Okay. Take this off here so you guys can see. So we're going to put, next I'm going to connect this extension on here. And you can see this is a sharp bite. That's the reason why I had to do it this route, because I didn't want to fight that and take it off. And then back onto the system here. There's something in here. I'm gonna go ahead and tighten this up here. It's like that. Now I'm gonna push this back in here, guys. I'm gonna hook the end from that big blue exit. This is how the wire flows this direction. So that's coming out and it's gonna go into this. So take this off here, guys. This is actually swapped backward. Let me take this off here. You just gotta switch this over there. This is your adapter, this is your reducer. Goes like that. There it goes. Connect this into the exit from the big blue. Take this, move this water softener in closer. All the fitting works, fits. Okay, now tying this up, all up, somewhat decent. And now you put your drain hole. So here's your drain hole. You got to put these clip on. Slide on. Cut your drain hole to length. I'm just gonna cut half and half pretty much. So here, take this. Cut right here. Other drain hole here. There it goes. Then you can slide it in there. There it goes. And you just plug it in. So here you can see my setup for the drainage. Again, this is your drain, this is your overflow. Run both of these line into this PVC pipe, but currently this is all I have. So this week I'm gonna go get a larger, probably an inch. This is 3/4. I run both of them to get a clean look. That's my thinking. I had a light bulb, guys. It was kind of messy with the hole sticking out all the way up here. So I went ahead and just rotate it down so it'd be a cleaner look. Everything's gonna be hidden behind here. And you can do that. This has ability to, you can swap this up. If you have pipings coming from top, since mine's coming from the bottom, I just swapped it. Just make sure you're still using the correct in and out, because here's the flow. It's going, the hot water's coming in here, and it's coming out to, again, make sure it come in to the in, and here's your out. This is going to the out. Before you turn the water on, you want to make sure this is in bypass. This is bypass, and this is, you turn it on, you can hear water coming in. This is actually, if you push that way, that's in service. Like that's when the soft water softener it's working, it's turned on. So right now you want this is in bypass, okay? Once you get in a bypass, again, close it, pushing it in is bypass. You turn the water on, and you can hear the water coming in, no leakage. Then you're supposed to go inside, turn the water on, get all the air bubble out before you add 3 gallons of water. I got 3 gallons of water right here. After you add 3 gallons of water in the brine, then you add a bag of salt, which I have over here, into there, okay? Now I'm gonna add 3 gallons of water into the brine tank. Of course, clean water. Add your bag of salt. Make sure it's all loose and you don't want to have a clunk of salt in there. You can go to local hardware. I pay about $5 per bag. I would say about $6. You buy in bulk, they give you a little discount. Pour salt in there. Now you want to do next back here, you want to push to bypass. So you want to go in service. Remember, you got to pull it to go in service. So there you go. Out, it's in service. And let's see here. It says low level salt program. Salt level. Let's ask for salt level. We got about, I would say 3. So I'm gonna select 3, hit program. Time's good. Hardness, I looked it up earlier. online, and around here it's about 19. Find, you know, information. What type of salt? You can look. You can look on your bag here. It will say right here. This is sodium chloride. So you got two. It's like two. So some chloride right there. So it's program. And now to clean it. So next we need to do is add about 3 ounce or 3 or 6 tablespoons of disinfect bleach. You want to make sure the bleach is deodorized and nothing special, just pure, clean. So you add 3 in there. Let me actually get a cup. So again, bleach. I'm pouring this cup here, about 3 or 6 tablespoons. Pour in this brine here, guys. And I'm gonna hold this down 3 seconds to recharge. Recharge now. You hold down 3 seconds, recharge now. Yeah, you want to kind of keep an eye, make sure it's not overflowing, none's leaking. So check up on it for like maybe every 15 minutes. So everything's hooked up. So here is what it looks like once you add salt in there. Again, this is the resin tank. You got your resin tank here, and then you got your brine tank, which is your salt tank. And here is your flow valve tank, where you add cleaning solution and do your maintenance here. It's pretty simple system. The resin tank is 46,000 grain. This is a second week since we start using it, and we have not used much salt. The app is actually pretty neat. Let me show you the app here. It's pretty simple, easy, fast app. Here's your graph, shows you day, week, how much you're using, your status, salt level, water usage. You scroll all the way down. You got your day since last recharge, which is 11 days. It tells you how many times you recharge, days power up. Treated water valuable. He's got 430 gallons left before the water softener does a recharge. Total water use. So it's pretty efficient, and again, this has a built-in smart system where it does adjust to how much salt you use, so it saves you a little bit on salt. And here is the hookup. It's just a quick overview because I did actually make a video on the actual setup, so you can look at that, look at the content on that, how I hooked this up. Again, it was pretty easy to hook up. I chose the easiest and possible cost-effective way to use it, to install it. Okay. And here you got your valve. Right now, when you pull out, you're in service. When you close it, it's in maintenance. So make sure you have that out. So far we are very happy. We're very happy with the system. We can't complain. You can tell the difference when you take a shower. It feels kind of slimy, really slippery. Then I'll also show you a quick test of the water, the outside water, because of course outside water is not softened inside house water. So let me show you that real quick before we end the video. Here I'm going to show you how to program and set up your water softener. First thing you want to do is hit the program, and you got to set your salt level. And to do that, you got to go into your brine tank and look at your level here. And you can see this is about 5 level. So let's say if you pour in more salt and it goes up to 7, you set at 7. But in this case, this is 5. And you just use your up and down arrow button and hit program, and it takes you to the next screen here. The salt level is 5, so let's click on it, and then you can set your time here. Scroll up and down, and then hit OK. And next here, we already did the salt level. So your hardness is your current hardness outside water that's coming in the house. So ours is 23, and you can get that information online at your local utility, or you can look it up online or call them, and they should have that information. Or you can do a hardness test on your water. And next you want to do is set the recharge time. I usually set that at about 2 a.m. because nothing's running then. You don't have washer and dryer. You don't have anybody's taking a shower, everybody's sleeping. So that's the best time, because you don't want to have your system recharging while it's running. If you do, it's just going to bypass it. Okay? And then you want to determine what type of salt you have. And to determine that, you just go in and look in the back of your bag here. In this case, I'm using sodium chloride. So you select sodium chloride, and you have two different types of salt and that they give you. So in this case, sodium chloride, hit program, and that's it. Hook up the Whirlpool's water softener to the Wi-Fi. So you open the lid and you see they have all the instruction, IRQ code. It's probably for instruction, but right here it says connect your system to Wi-Fi. So you have to go to app here, Apple Store, and search IQUA2, and it came up here, and you download it. Get. And it goes really quick. And of course you gotta create an account and everything. So let me do that real quick. Just open the app. And then first you want to do is select the up and down arrow and hold for 3 seconds. And now we'll get the water softener into connect mode. And see the LED Wi-Fi light is on. And then let's jump back on the app here. We're gonna select add device, set up device. Let's find your device. Hopefully it can locate it. Try again here, and sometimes it's kind of hard to, let's see if it finds it here. There it goes. Hit yes. And then set up device. It's gonna device up your Wi-Fi connect. Let's connect it to your Wi-Fi. So now you gotta select your network. Of course, I can't show you guys the password right to the network. Hopefully this works here. Networks. I think I got the wrong password here. Let me try again here. Okay, here it goes. Okay, it helps when you put the correct password in, right? Now let's manage your device. I'm gonna name it water softener. I don't need all that. Okay, save and continue. Let's manage your 7. Skip this command. I don't need all this here. Country. Skip this. Okay, so let's view detail. So here's the app. As you can see, it's actually pretty cool. Look at that. We hooked this up yesterday, and today we used 38 gallons. So it does tell you the amount of usage you use. Let me show you the app here. It's pretty simple, easy, fast app. Here's your graph, shows you day, week, how much you're using, your status, salt level, water usage. You scroll all the way down, You got your day since last recharge, which is 11 days. It tells you how many times you recharge, days power up. Treated water valuable. He's got 430 gallons left before the water softener does a recharge. Total water use. So it's pretty efficient, and again, this has a built-in smart system where it does adjust to how much salt you use, so it saves you a little bit on salt. And here is the hookup. It's just a quick overview because I did actually make a video on the actual setup, so you can look at that, look at the content on that, how I hooked this up. Again, it was pretty easy to hook up. I chose the easiest and possible cost-effective way to use it, to install it. Okay. And here you got your valve. Right now, when you pull out, you're in service. When you close it, it's in maintenance. So make sure you have that out. So far we are very happy. We are very happy with the system. We can't complain. You can tell the difference when you take a shower. It feels kind of slimy, really slippery. Then I'll also show you a quick test of the water, the outside water, because of course outside water is not softened inside house water. So let me show you that real quick before we end the video. So this green cup will be the outside water. I'm going to take it inside here. I'm going to get the water inside the house after it's softened. Here I have water total hardness test strips. Green, or you want to call it light green, dark green, means 0, and you have orange, means 25 hardness. So we can go ahead and open. We got 2 strips here, and you're supposed to test these, you're supposed to dip in for about 3 seconds and pull it out. Again, this is outside water you saw earlier. So dip in 3 seconds. 1, 2, 3. You see that is hardness of, it's orange, so pretty much it's hard water, right? Now we're gonna go ahead and dip it in the soft water again. You saw me get out of the sink here. It's been processed to the soft